What's up, Duty Cones? So, I don't know if anybody's listened to the Chairborne Commandos, but I am now officially on board with them. Totally stoked. They have a pirate ship, I have a pirate flag, and a pirate attitude, and a whole bunch of books about piracy, so, I'm set. So you can log on to there and, ShareborneCommandos.com, and, I'll be doing pretty much what I'm doing here, but to a larger audience. I'll probably still do these. Yeah, I mean, I'll still do these because, as you all know, I like talking to myself. So, yeah, so I'm super stoked. JT and Quinn, very, very nice guys, like-minded individuals. So, head over there and check out their stuff. And if you got questions, I'll answer them here on YouTube, and I'll also answer them on their website once they get me set up, and I guess on Facebook. Although I hate Facebook, but I can do it. I can take one for the team. Just not my preferred method of communicating with people. But yeah, very excited. Got a lot of questions today. Guard, reserve. What do you think? I think we've touched on this before, but in the old days, I definitely would have been like, hey, active duty is the way to go, get it done. But the crossover from so many active duty guys going to guard and reserve, the guard and reserve teams are pretty much run like an active duty team now. So I mean, you're gonna get the training. It's just a matter of how much do you want to train. And I've said this before, but like if you volunteer for everything, you'll get to go to everything. I volunteered for everything. My first couple years, I was gone 300 days a year, and I volunteered for anything and everything. Anything. I'm like, where are we going? Okay, I'll go. And I volunteered for bad trips too, and then when good trips came up, they were like, hey, Maroney sacked up and went and did this, bad TDY or this trip, and he volunteers for everything, so, let's throw him a bone, send him to this or that. That was pretty much how I got to go to paramedic before everybody else. There was a time when you used to, well, you didn't get paramedic. We were all intermediates, and then it took them a while to get paramedic, so they gave me a paramedic, and then that opened it up to where I could go to Kadena, because to go to an ST, you had to have a paramedic. So good things come to those who wait. Patience. I know that we all suck at patience, and I'm having conversations with people, and they're like, man, it's taking too long. What's the Air Force doing? I can't take the pass. You're like, and I'm like, dude, I feel your pain. I totally understand. Just understand it for what it is. It's just we need patience, and this will teach us patience. And it's extra time to get ready. So don't look at it. Don't look at it as, oh man, I gotta wait more. You're like, hey, I get more time to train. I get more time to prepare, and that more time for preparation might actually make the difference between passing and not passing, or passing your first time and having to get set back and do it again. So everything happens for a reason. I say it repeatedly. I don't know if it's a mantra, or maybe it's just some reverse psychology way of me telling myself, hey, everything happens for a reason, and then I'm like, okay, and then everything happens for a reason, because there's something going on, and it's all connected. So don't lose any sleep over it. You'll get there. You just gotta keep going. It's funny, I was having a conversation with someone yesterday about the beret, and when I got, well, before I got my beret, I was like thinking that when I got it, that the heavens would part and angels would sing and light would shine down from heaven on me, and it didn't. it I didn't feel any different. I got to wear a cool hat now. And you know, when I was in blues, I got a blousem, and it wasn't until my first save that I was like, yeah, all right, I'm doing God's work now. I'm doing what I need to be doing. This is where I belong. And it just means that it's not a superficial reason for why I did it. You know, it was the hat is a symbol to outward people, but you know, inward, you wear the hat all the time. Even if you don't have the hat, if you've got the heart of a PJ, that's all that matters. It's all about your heart. It's all about your head. It's all about your right intent, your actions, why you're doing things, how you're doing things, and that's what's important. And you know, good things come to those who train and wait. So train, and learn a little bit more patience, and I think you'd be all right. So back to the original question of guard reserve. Guard units are awesome. Reserve units are awesome. Say, you know, you're a Floridian and you're like, I would like to stay in Florida. I don't want to end up going to Moody. Yeah. So you become a reservist out of Patrick, you know? Or you're a Californian and you want to stay in the great state of California. So you go to Moffett. Or you're Alaskan, you know, you want to go to, you know, Portland guys. They like to drink wine and read poetry. You know, every unit's got its own little flair, taste, you know, personality. I like to bag on the Portland guys because they're good dudes. They're funny. You know, people say I'm a tree hugger, and so, you know, the real tree huggers, I say they're tree huggers, but we're all tree huggers. Well, not all of us, but the Portland guys and me are tree huggers. But I'm a surfer, you know, who just happens to like hugging trees. And that's, you know, the way it goes. But, so don't look at Guard and Reserve as like, oh, I'm only part-time. You are only part-time, but your career is what you make of it. And so if you want to be working a lot, you can be working a lot. The reason I guess I'm kind of pushing Guard Reserve, I know there's a lot of guys got out like the Marines or, you know, something, and they're looking for an in to pararescue. Guard and Reserve might be your best bet with this drawdown going on. I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, I'm not speculating, but I'm saying from what I'm seeing, you know, they're not letting in as many guys. There's, you know, is there a pass? Is there not a pass? I mean, who knows? And so for you guys, it's, you know, whatever you can do to get your foot in the door. If you can get into a Guard or Reserve unit, you do your time, you can transfer over to an active duty. I've seen guys do it, you know, used to be guys went, you know, active duty to Guard or Reserve. Now you can go active duty, Guard Reserve to active duty, you know, whatever. I mean, excuse me, the doors open, you know, you just gotta maybe kick it a little bit, or sometimes maybe you just need to check the knob and be like, oh, all I had to do was turn it, it was already unlocked. You know, the answers are there. Sometimes we just don't see them. I'm guilty of that myself sometimes. You know, shoot first, shoot second, ask questions third. So, just sometimes we need to slow down a little bit, you know, nothing wrong with some patience. And, you know, I say this as a slightly patient person. You know, if there are some things I'm very patient with, and there are other things that I have absolutely no patience for. So, you know, we can get into that some other time, so that way I can keep this under 10 minutes or so. So, just wanted to give you guys a little quick pick-me-up with some questions and answers, and to say that I was not going to be on the Chairborne Commandos network pirate ship, and so check them out, and you can ask me questions here, you can ask me questions there, and we'll all keep trudging on to get where we're supposed to be, and hopefully we'll all get there together. So thank you very much. You guys have a good one. Happy Friday. Hoo-yah.